Hillary Clinton says, I've never lied. Did you hear about this? She was in a town hall. I guess they had a town hall last night. And Sanders and Clinton. And I guess Sanders went first, then Clinton or something. But it was MSNBC's Democratic Town Hall in Las Vegas last night. That's a good place to state you've never lied, huh? But the gist of the story is she, first of all, you know she struggles with the perceptions of dishonesty in the polls. There's probably a reason for that. But she said last night she doesn't believe she has ever told a lie. Kind of like George Washington or somebody. Never told a lie. Did they, or more like Jesus, I guess. And she vowed to do her best to be honest going forward. And you remember when Jimmy Carter said, I will never lie to you? I will never lie to you. I tended to believe Carter. I have a little trouble with Hillary Clinton. She didn't quite go there when she was asked during an interview with CBS News if she could give a similar promise. I will never lie to you. And she told the CBS anchor, Scott Pelley, quote, you're asking me to say, have I ever lied? I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever will. I am going to do the best I can to level with the American people. And then she faced some other questions last night on the MSNBC town hall.
You know, in '76, Jimmy Carter famously said, I will not lie to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to tell you, I have tried in every way I know how, literally from my years as a young lawyer all the way through my time as Secretary of State, to level with the American people.
You talk about leveling with the American people. Have you always told the truth?
I've always tried to. Always. Always.
Some people are going to call that wiggle room that you just gave yourself.
Well, no,
always tried to.
No,
I mean,
always
Jimmy
tried to.
Carter said, I will never lie to you.
You know, you're asking me to say, have I ever? I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever will. I'm going to do the best I can to level with the American people.
I don't know how Hillary Clinton or anybody, myself included, how we identify statements we make that are fraudulent, they're not true, and do we call them lies? I've lied a lot in my lifetime. Holy Jesus God. There's no way I could even guess as to how many times I've lied. Have I ever told lies that resulted in other people being put in danger, or like George Bush and Dick Cheney did? Have I ever lied where thousands upon tens of thousands of people wound up dead? No, I've never done that. Neither have you. But I've lied. I think all of us have lied, I guess, except Hillary Clinton. But what about this? When she said that Chelsea, her daughter, was jogging around the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001, she later admitted that was a lie. Chelsea was home in bed at the time. Oh, well. She also claimed for a long time that she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, who was the first white man to climb Mount Everest. She later admitted, okay, and the reason being Hillary climbed Mount Everest 5 years after her birth. When she said she was under sniper fire in Bosnia, and yet the news tapes show her being presented with flowers by a little girl, and everybody's out on the tarmac, and there was no sniper fire. She said she learned in the Wall Street Journal how to make a killing in the futures market. It had nothing to do with insider information. No. The Chicago, the commodities future market. It had nothing to do with that. The only problem is the Wall Street Journal didn't cover the commodities market at the time that Hillary Clinton made her killing. Now, she could come back and say, well, I didn't read about the futures market, but I read about investing. You know how politicians are, right? Hillary Clinton has never, ever lied.